Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mr. Eichler's math class. I am Mr. Eichler, and today we are going to play with some angles. Happy news is we don't need that pesky little protractor. Nope. All we need today is our brains, a little bit of logic, and a lot of bit of math. I'm going to pop down to this corner today because it's just the way this one works. We're going to focus this week on measuring angles and solving for a missing value. Okay, we're going to go through 3 different concepts today. They all work pretty much the same way, except completely different. All right? Right, I know, right? So let's review for a moment, shall we? What is this? What angle? Right, Dora. ABC is a straight angle. It measures what? 180 degrees. How do we know? Well, if it had this little red line on it, this would be a sign to us, a sign for the mathematical geniuses of the universe that this is in fact a straight angle and that this angle measures 180 degrees. What angle is this? ABD. That's right, it is a right angle. But how do we know? How do we know that this measures 90 degrees? How do we know it's not 91 or 89? It's really close. I don't know. Again, because of these little red lines right here, this denotes that this is a right angle. This is a proof. And this tells us that this is, in fact, 90 degrees. And we can safely assume that this is 90 degrees without fear of penalty. Okay? That's a key, by the way. That's a hint. So if ABD is a 90-degree angle, what is angle DBC? What does this one measure? Now, I know what you're thinking. 90 degrees, right? But how do you know? Well, this is where this whole math thing comes in, okay? It is because our base, which is ABC, measures 180 degrees. Because ABC, our base, measures 180 degrees, and because I know the value of ABD is 90 degrees, I can subtract this 90 from the value of the base, 180 degrees, and I can get 90 degrees. Or I could just add these two together to get what the base equals. So if the total of both sides of the angle are always going to add up to the base, and in this case, the base, ABC, equals 180 degrees, right? Whee! It's a rainbow. So, again, if the total of both sides of this angle will add up to 180 degrees, what is DBA? I'm sorry, DBA is 80 degrees. What is DBC? Yes, you guessed it. 80 plus 100 would equal 180. This isn't hard, is it? What if DBA equals 60 degrees? Yes, you guessed it. 120 degrees. So, what about DBA equaling 53 degrees? That's not fair. That's hard math. So I got to subtract. Let's see, that becomes a 7, that's a 10, and 3 from 10 is 7, and that's a 7, and that's a 2, because 5 minus 7 is 2, and bring down to 1, and 127? 127. Ha ha! Brains, I tell you. See, this is painfully logical. And what you need to keep in mind is the value of the baseline. And simply subtract the given angle from the baseline, and boom, you will be able to solve for your missing value. So let's write down a rule, shall we? Because rules are good. We like rules. The rule is simple. Subtract the value of the given angle, in this case, ABD. Look, this one is a 90. From the value of the base angle, in this case, ABC, which is 180 degrees, to get the value of the unknown angle, DBC. So we subtract, and we get 90 degrees. This formula works every time. The value of the base angle minus the given angle gives us our missing value. There is your simple formula. To do that, you will get the right answer, provided you borrow and regroup right and stuff like that. Oh, look, it's a pretty bird. So what happens if ABC is not a straight angle? Well, let's move forward and find out. Here's our right angle, right? So what is the value of our base? Our base is ABC, which is a right angle, which measures 90 degrees. How do I know? Proof, right there. So I'm going to subtract 45 from the value of ABC, the base, which is 90, and I'm going to get 45 degrees. And it really is that easy. Let's try this one. So ABD equals 30 degrees. ABD. I'm going to subtract 30 from 90, and I'm going to get 60 degrees, exactamum. So if ABD equals 74 degrees, that means DBC is going to equal, did you say 16? I know you did, because you're just that smart. 90 minus 74 is, of course, 16 degrees. Ooh, it's an airplane. What if it's not a right angle? What if it looks like this? Do we know what this angle measures by looking at it? No, I don't. Should I panic? Should I scream? No, wait. Math is hard, but it's seldom cruel. If the angle isn't immediately recognizable, that is the base angle. And if I can't look at it and say, look, 90, look, 180, look, 45. If it's something wonky like this one, well, then I have to look to the equation itself to give me the value of the base. Fair enough. So it's going to tell me, what if ABC equals 150 degrees? Well, now I know. And from there, I move on as normal. 150 minus 70, of course, 80 degrees. And it is really just a matter of thinking. If the value is not a right angle, or rather, if the base angle is not a 90-degree angle, if it's not a straight 180-degree angle, then I need to look into the math question itself to find out the value of the base. Okay? So what if ABC equals 127 degrees? Well, I subtract the value of ABD, which is also the given of 42, and I get 85 degrees. Yes, logic, pure, sweet, and simple. What if ABC equals 42 degrees? ABC. So ABD is 17 degrees. So that leaves me DBC, which is here, for a value of 25 degrees. It's a very logical process. And again, I kind of came up with a wonderful little way to think about this today in class. What if our angle, ABC, were really, say, oh, I don't know, I'm trying to get my camera right, hamburger bun. And I'm just going to open up my hamburger bun, kind of like this, and this is going to create, this is going to create the angle that we're going to measure, okay? And this line DB that goes in the middle, that's the hamburger, okay? So all we're going to look in the space in between the hamburger and the bun, and the hamburger and the bun. If I know that this angle is one measure, I subtract from the total angle, and boom. It's not that hard. It requires a little bit of thought, all right, a lot of thought. It's very logical. It is very step by step. And if you follow the steps, everything should be hunky-dory, right? Of course. This will be concluded in our next video, and we're going to turn it up a notch next time. So get ready. Get this down tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.